Alexandra Dutton has finally hit rock bottom in 1923 Season 2, and what happens next will leave you speechless. From brutal betrayals to shocking twists, her journey takes a dark turn. Meanwhile, Tiana's revenge heats up, and Spencer's homecoming might not be the happy reunion we hoped for. Stay tuned as we break down all the drama, heartbreak, and explosive moments from the latest episode. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone. If you thought 1923 couldn't get any more intense, think again. The latest episode pushed Alexandra Dutton to her absolute limit. Tiana's fight for justice took a deadly turn, and Spencer's long-awaited return took a surprising twist. Let's dive into all the chaos. As predicted, Alexandra's struggle for survival reached new lows in this episode. Starving and desperate after being denied food on the train, she took a job in the kitchen, only to face humiliation and assault from a vile man. The scene where she finally snapped was one of the most powerful moments in the entire Yellowstone universe. Julia Schläpfer's acting? Flawless. But justice in 1923's America comes at a price. Alexandra was arrested for defending herself, and only the testimony of a wealthy British passenger saved her. Now, with winter closing in and her pregnancy revealed, her nightmare is far from over. Will she make it to Spencer, or will the British family try to claim her child? Meanwhile, Tiana's story took a brutal turn. After fleeing the abusive priest, she learned her lover Pete was murdered, and this time, she refused to run. Mommy Fosette discovered Pete's body and warned Tiana, but grief and rage pushed her toward vengeance. The next episode will see Tiana confront the priest head-on, leading to a showdown fans have been waiting for. Should she keep running, or is it finally time to fight back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And then there's Spencer. After months of anticipation, his meeting with the legendary Mommy Fosette was underwhelming. All she did was call Montana for him, something he could have done himself. Mommy's character has been a letdown this season, adding little to the plot beyond repetitive female martial commentary. But Spencer's determination to return home hasn't wavered. The Montana marshal warned him that his arrival would spark a war, and Spencer didn't flinch. By the next episode, he'll finally step foot in Montana. But with Banner's army waiting, will it be a homecoming or a bloodbath? Speaking of Banner, he's fully embraced his villain era. After coldly disposing of a worker's body, he's now rallying forces to stop Spencer. By the next episode, he'll be indistinguishable from Donald Whitfield, a greedy, power-hungry monster. Is there any humanity left in him, or has he sold his soul completely? And then there's Spencer. Fans have been hyped for his meeting with Mommy Fosette, but let's be honest, it was pretty underwhelming. All she did was call Montana for him, something he could have done himself. Mommy's character hasn't added much this season beyond repeating the same female marshal in a man's world theme. But Spencer? He's as determined as ever. The Montana marshal warned him that coming home would start a war, and Spencer didn't even blink. By next episode, he'll finally step foot in Montana. But with Banner gathering forces against him, this homecoming might turn into a battlefield. Speaking of Banner, he's fully embraced his villain era. After coldly dumping a worker's body off a cliff, he's now building an army to stop Spencer. At this point, he's basically Donald Whitfield 2.0, power-hungry, ruthless, and willing to do whatever it takes. Is there any humanity left in him, or has he crossed the line for good? Meanwhile, Tiana's story took a dark turn. After escaping the abusive priest, she learned Pete was murdered, and this time, she's done running. Mommy Fosette found Pete's body and warned her, but grief and anger have pushed Tiana to the edge. Next episode, she's going after the priest herself. Should she have kept running? Or is this the reckoning we've all been waiting for? What did you think of this week's 1923? Were you as heartbroken by Alexandra's suffering as I was? Is Tiana making the right choice? And will Spencer's reunion with the Duttons be everything we've hoped for? Drop your reactions below, And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more breakdowns. Until next time, stay tuned for more drama in the Wild West.